Hello guys, and welcome back to Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin. I am Brittany, and I am here for the very anticipated post review of Welcome Home by Hannah Lynn. So I've got the diamond painting kind of pushed off to the side, and we'll look at it last. The first thing I wanted to talk about is a little bit about my opinion of the quality, specifically the drills, as I know that's what people probably have one of the biggest questions about. So I've got all the drills laid out here. I've got my Bijou Bliss tray that has all of my trash drills. I made sure to keep all of those just to kind of show you guys. So we'll kind of talk a little bit about it. So I did not kit up with this. I usually use Elizabeth Ward trays. I did not. I just left them in the bags as I went along, so I didn't use the stickers at all. So that's why you'll see this. I will say, you know, as obvious with any company that comes, the drills come in the bags, there was a little bit of static. It wasn't really every bag either. There was probably like 5 or 6 that had quite a bit of static, but I just used some cut up pieces of dryer sheets and kind of toss them in the bag and shake them around, and I didn't have any issues. So I did also keep the inventory sheet with it just because one thing I noticed is I have a ton of extra drills, including specialty drills. And I don't know about you guys, but I definitely like keeping the specialty drills to use in future kits. So that is one thing I wanted to talk about is there, as you can see, I have all the bags here. I didn't spread all of them out. I've got the specialty drills and then I left the 310 separate. All the other colors are over here, but there isn't any color that I got anywhere close to running out of. As you can see, I still have plenty of, I'll kind of fan each one out here. As you can see, I still have plenty. So far, that's probably been the one I have the least left of, is 26, maybe 24. But as you can see, I do not have to worry about even getting close to running out of any of these drills in any of this kit. And in most cases, I have a ton left over. All right. So that's just to give you guys an idea of the regular drills. So obviously, Hannah Lynn's are very 310 heavy because she does a lot of the black outline. And I will tell you, black with most companies that I've purchased from before tends to be, or just the darker color drills tend to be the problem child. I will say I have the most trash out of the 310. But again, this came with, let me put it up here so you can see. So 310 is number 1 here at the top. And there were 6 bags of it. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus here so you guys can see this. There we go. So there were 6 bags of it. There were 22,000 drills that you needed, and they gave you 23,000. So there were 6 bags. I got it down to 1 bag, and these are all the drills that I have left over of the 310. So the specialty drills, if you didn't see the unboxing, I'll put a link for it below, but there were tons of AB drills. So one thing I will mention is if you are not a fan of AB drills, this may not necessarily be the kit for you. And when I go over the canvas, I'll kind of show you, but there were 2 full bags of, so most of the specialty drills are right here at the bottom, so we'll kind of look at it here. So there were 2 full bags of the 820 AB, and as you can see, you used almost 7,000 of them. And these, I don't know, they gave you a ton, so it was 6,700 almost, and they gave you 7,400. And as you can see, this is the leftover I have of that color. I have a lot, and so let's shake it down so you guys can kind of get an idea. Like there's still several hundred of those ABs left. So, and then you can see I've got the red AB here, the light blue AB, fairy dust, similar situation. I have, again, quite a few of the fairy dusts left over. Or sorry, they call them soul dust. And even the crystals, as you can see, not lacking, and there's tons of extras of these too. So they definitely do a great job of ensuring, one, that you have enough to do your entire canvas, but then also if you do have issues with the drills, you would have enough to toss them away. So then let me go ahead and open this tray here, and we will talk a little bit about the trash. So the stuff, let's see, trying to get it where you can see it. So the stuff down here is just like the pieces of trash that don't even look like drills. I just kind of wanted to throw it all in here so you guys could just kind of get an idea of what I was looking at. And then you can see here, so this is all the trash out of everything in the entire kit. I kept everything. You can see it is more predominantly black. As I said, there were 6 bags of 310 when this kit came in, so there's already gonna be more 310 in it. There are some ABs in here. Again, 2 full bags of ABs, so not anything unexpected. The only problem I really had with the ABs wasn't necessarily holes. There were several that had the shininess on the bottom of the drill instead of on the top of the drill. And then, you know, you can kind of see 2 stuck together. Some of these just have tabs. There were very few that had uniform bottoms, but there are some in here. There were a few that like cracked in half and weren't whole drills. The biggest thing I had with the 310 was there were holes in them in the top. I'm trying to get the camera to focus. So hopefully you guys can kind of see a little bit better of what the drills look like. So yeah, I haven't had, and obviously I know it can vary some from kit to kit and based on the batch production of the drills, but my kit, I definitely didn't have any issue of running out of drills. I didn't have an excessive amount of trash drills. This is probably, give or take a few, what I would have with most other canvases of this size from any other company, so not anything unexpected. So before I pull the canvas over here, as far as looking at the letters and the symbols and everything on the canvas, I didn't really have any issues. Now, there was one spot. So the only issue I had with the symbols, and I can show you kind of here on the inventory sheet. So there are several green colors, and I'll show you where this is at on the canvas too. There are several green colors here in a row. So if you'll see, you've got 20, 21, 22, and 23. And then there's one more that's green with a question mark, but they're all very similar. Now, the O is pretty easy to figure out. The L is pretty easy to figure out. So the M and the N is where I had the issue because they're both green backgrounds, very similar, and black writing for the symbol. So there is a section, I'm gonna pop it up here so you guys can take a look at it. And I'll show you where it's at on the canvas here in a second. But the issue I had was you really had to pay attention to make sure that you didn't put an M on an N. And I have pretty good vision, and I even was having to like get up close and look at my canvas and make sure I was putting the right ones there. So that would be my only really big complaint with anything on this canvas. So give me just 1 second. I'm gonna throw these drills out of to the side, back into the bag that it came in, and I'll pull the canvas down, we'll take a look at it. All right, guys. Got those put to the side, so now let's take a look at the finished product. So I absolutely loved this canvas. I loved working on it. I love the finished product with all the sparkly details. I started this on July 3rd. I finished it on July 30th. But I do want to give the caveat that I was working on, I think, 3 other canvases during that time. So this was not my sole project. Had it been my sole project, I probably wouldn't have taken that long. There are some very large sections of color blocking, like here in her face. And then there are lots of more so line color blockings, like especially in the flag over here. And then even parts of her hair, even though it is ABs, there were lots of line color blocking. So again, it was very fun to work on. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Some of the little details I love. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about the crystals in the middle of her eyes as I was putting them down, but I actually really like, and I will tell you guys, I will do a slow view over the entire canvas before we're done. That way you guys can kind of get an up close look at the entire canvas and what it looks like finished. But I wasn't sure how I'd feel about them, but I actually ended up really liking how they look. It kind of gives her eyes this little glimmer in the middle. What else? Obviously, I said this when I did the unboxing, I love her fingernails. This down here, I think it's supposed to be maybe like a rock or something, but I loved all the drills that went into it. It's literally got almost every single special drill in it with the exception of the red AB. So it's got tons of crystals and it's got some soul dust and it's got ABs and it just turned out gorgeous. And then not only that, just like the crystals that they added in kind of gives it this extra pop. So you've got just a very little bit here, like in her hair of some of the blue crystals. There's some green crystals throughout here. And then the lighter color crystals, I do remember they were the ones in her eyes. There were a few, I think, down here, but not anywhere near as many of those. The red ABs, I love, it gives some of the flowers just a little bit of pop. So does the star up here, and then there's a couple in her cheek here I really liked. And her entire hair, you're not gonna be able to see it right now. Well, you might be able to, it might be shining a little bit as I move it around in the light. Her entire hair for the most part, is ABs and a little bit of soul dust. So you'll have, like this color, the lighter blue here is all soul dust, but then you'll have ABs, and most of these, the strip you see in the middle is gonna be soul dust, but then it's surrounded by ABs. So with the exception of the black outline, pretty much all of her hair is some kind of specialty drill. There are a few plain blue drills mixed in there, but then you've got the pretty flowers out at the bottom. But again, I thoroughly enjoyed working on this canvas. You'll get up close view here just to see, but the drill field, I really felt like was perfect. It wasn't too big, so there's not a lot of gapping. And honestly, I feel like the drills are really snug. I'm not having any popping. And I was a little worried at one point that was gonna happen because some of the drills were fitting so snugly. So I just wanted to make sure it didn't, but I haven't had any popping anywhere on the canvas at all. And I'm just really pleased with the outcome of this one. I absolutely love this. This is maybe one of my favorite Hannah Lynn canvases that I've completed so far. And I think part of it might just be the specialty drills in it, but she's just really pretty. So I will go ahead and take a minute to take you guys over the canvas with the camera, just kind of up close, let you take a look at all of the little minor details in this as I go over it, and I'll be right back. All right guys, so I hope this video really helped if you were on the fence about whether to buy this specific canvas or any canvas in general from Art and Soul. If you will, let me know just down below if you got this canvas, if you finished it, if you like it, if you've purchased from Art and Soul, what your favorite canvas is, or if you're looking to purchase one in the future, what you think you want to purchase first. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and just look out for next videos, and we'll see you soon. Bye guys.